Oh, there's a there. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get it back. That was because of the receiver. I can't believe I saved that.
Hello drone racers, I'm Mark, and today on Drone Racer 101 we are going to dance with fire. Maybe literally, based on some of the other reviews I've seen. I know a number of these have caught on fire. At least the GT215s have, but this is the FuriBee GT220, so it's bigger and better, right? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. It is a true-ish X, and it has a full carbon, but I noticed just playing with it, it's pretty bendy carbon. The motors are 2306 2400 kV, and it has a 4-in-1 built-in ESC that's supposed to be rated for 6S. So I have my 5S charging. I don't know if I want to risk my 6S on it. I guess we'll just kind of see how it goes, but we'll start with 4S being a little normal. This is a bind and fly, and there is a FrSky Receiver in here somewhere. There we go. There's the antenna sticking out, and I used to see a lot of these types of antennas and receivers, but it was mostly on 90mm drones. I've not seen many of these on a 220. If you get one of these, I would definitely recommend replacing this with an XM, I believe, but I'm going to try it because this is a bind and fly, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bind and fly it. I've checked all the motors, and they all turn nicely. I don't hear anything inside of them. They all seem to be torqued down. Mine seems to be put together really well. I like this frame. I actually was really excited about this when it came out because I just like the looks of it. I think it looks really nice and sturdy and solid, and it well protects the camera. The biggest issue is probably the VTX. It just kind of hangs out the back here. There's no way that's not going to just get ripped off of there. So if this ends up being a decent model, we'll probably look at alternatives for this, but it's going to be tough because there's not a lot of room in here. We've got our 4-in-1 ESC on the bottom and then an Omnibus F4. The flight controller is kind of sort of soft mounted. There is at least a single ring in there. So, I mean, it's better than nothing. Not my preferred method for soft mounting, but it's better than nothing, so I'll take it. We'll see if that helps at all. The soldering on the ESCs actually doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's not bad. So overall, at a first glance, it actually looks pretty good. But like you, I've seen other reviews, so I'm not getting overly excited yet. It also comes with, basically, these are Racer Stars. We all know the Racer Star 50-48 props. These are either really good or really bad. And I think with the conclusion I've come to is I used to really like these props. The problem is the plastic they use in these. These are the semi-transparent, and the semi-transparent versions that come with all the FuriBees are just not good. The fully transparent, so I've got a set of blue fully transparent, you can see a lot of my old videos. Those are awesome. So those Racer Star transparent 54s are awesome. These are just not good. So I'm not going to put these on. I do want to give this the best chance, and I don't have any problem saying throw away your props and buy props. Props are cheap. You're going to buy lots of them over time. I'm going to put some Dow Cyclone 5045 props on here, which aren't quite as aggressive, but since I'm going to ramp up the battery voltage possibly, I think those would be a good compromise. Also, it does come with a manual that shows you how to set it up with your FrSky. Hopefully, just sticking this out, it's stuck there. I can't get it out and moved around much further, but maybe sticking out, if it doesn't catch a prop, it'll at least give me a little better signal when I'm flying away from me. Ooh, the advantages, it's suitable for junior high enthusiast. I act like I'm in junior high sometimes, so I guess it'll work out for me. It says it comes with Betaflight 3.2 already installed. I am going to connect it up here just to take a look, but I'm not going to make any changes to it because it's a bind and fly, and I'm going to bind and fly it. So looking at Betaflight, it's probably an older Omnibus because it's on UART 1. It's hard to keep track of all the Omnibus, though, but the latest couple I've had are on UART 6. But that means if nothing else, I might be able to use the flight controller for another project. The configuration, it looks good. D-Shot, I still like motor stop. I need to do a whole video on why I use motor stop. Personalization, just so I remember what this is the GT220, and I lied. I am going to make two other changes, I guess. I'm going to enable anti-gravity and dynamic filters because there's no reason not to. These are two things that you can do just to pretty much automatically improve everything. Although I suppose, no, I'm not. I want to give them the shot the way it is and see if it doesn't burst into flames unedited. I'm not even going to change the name, but we're going to look at the rest of the settings. Okay, this I do have to change. I need to arm it, and I'm going to set it up on my own switches, and they have it with the sticks right now. That I can't handle. I need it to just be consistent with everything else that I fly, because if it's If it's wrong, that would be bad. I would tend to pick the wrong sticks or something. I'm not going to do flip over after crash. I'm not going to do air mode, as painful as it is not to, just because that's not how they have it set. So I'm going to test this as a bind and fly. If it works, then we'll have another video about tuning this thing and see maybe there's something else that actually causes it to go wrong for other people. Okay, so the motors all work. They at least turn the right direction, which, I mean, you shouldn't have to check, but I've had a couple recently, like the QAV220, that had so many issues right out of the box. The voltage works. You know what? So far on the bench, it looks good. One other change I will make, just because it won't change anything on the settings, is I am going to enable average cell voltage, especially if I'm flying this on 5S. I want to know what my average cell voltage is. But other than that, I'm not going to make any changes. Finishing the setup and binding the radio, I found I was wrong about one thing. Getting the receiver bound, it doesn't automatically go into bind mode. I had to look at the receiver, so it's pretty clear here. The remote control select to select D8 mode, the receiver press and hold bind power, then LED light, remote control selection bind receiver. LED on that frequency is completed. Remote control exit frequency mode, let go bind key, and can be used DJT, DJ, yeah. That's enough of that. There's a button in here that you can reach really easy. Hold down that button and plug in the USB port. That will set the light to be on, and then you can bind on your radio in D8 mode. The light will go off and you are bound. That's really what you have to do if you want to use this, which you probably shouldn't. There we go. We're going to do this fast because it has already started raining. 50 degrees in January right now. Wow, that's nice at least. Holy cow. Oh, I like the LEDs. I usually mess those up before I get to use them. Whoa, what's wrong with, yeah, that's weird. What's wrong with, something's wrong with my horizon mode. But rate mode seems to be fine. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's because air mode's off. I'm so used to air mode that with it off, it's just weird. Okay, so I want air mode on, but there, it works. That's good. Now let's fly it, because it's raining. All right, those of you who don't live in this type of environment probably don't realize how nice this is to have a good day like this. And where it's, because tomorrow, it's going to be weird flying without air mode and all those fancy things. But so far, it looks good. So tomorrow it's calling for somewhere between 0 and 100 inches of snow. They really have no idea. So I don't have much time. Low battery. Oh yeah, that's right, no air mode. Okay, maybe I should have turned on air mode. It's so weird. I forgot how spoiled we are with that. Gosh, I know so many people have problems with the 215 especially. But this looks good. Don't crash it though. I mean, a little video issue here or there, but overall, I'm very kind of pleasantly surprised. I don't feel like I have to go just rip it to pieces right now. And come on. Get it back. That was because of the receiver. I can't believe I saved that. Holy cow, don't go that far away. So yeah, like I said, definitely it needs an XM receiver. There's no way I'm putting 6S on this with this receiver. Sorry, that's not going to happen. I got my 5 and 6S charged. That is not going to happen. Oh, that was so close. So close. So receiver has to be upgraded. Besides that though, this is definitely worthy of a second look, which I did not expect to say. That was a failsafe. And it's gonna rain. Shoot, I gotta go get it. There we go, look at that. Okay, so what do we call that? A successful failure? I mean, as we said, the receiver is garbage, so please don't fly it with this. It almost caused a disaster. Luckily, I just ran into a tree, but there was no way I was gonna try my 5 and 6S batteries that I had got charged with this. There was just no chance ever. But other than that, it flew really, really well. I was really happy with it. Once I got used to not having air mode, man, I've gotten so spoiled. We didn't used to have things like that. And now it's just crucial. The camera did move on me. I can see that. I hadn't noticed that. But the VTX seems to be in good shape. Everything else, the props even seem to be just fine. They seem to have handled that without a problem. I'm not going to say this is a buy it yet. I'm going to say mine flew really, really well. I think part of the problem was the props it came with. It's definitely going to get a second look. It's definitely worthy of getting a standard config and update and trying it again with an XM Plus probably on this one. Because the video was good, the flight was good, the characteristics were good. As long as I gave it some throttle and didn't kill the throttle completely so I didn't fall out of the air, it was really, really good. I was happy with it. I was torn with whether I wanted it to work well or burst into flames, because I know Stu's has had lots of problems. But that was the 215. I thought they were the same, but maybe, maybe not. Maybe I just got a good one, which is not usually what happens to me. But you know what? Other than the receiver, if there's a good enough deal on it, it seems to be okay. At least mine, which might be the only good one. I don't know. I just can't say for sure. So many people have had problems. But if you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below and let me know if you want me to do a full update on this. Do you think it's worthy of going through, replacing the receiver, getting beta flight and dynamic filters and anti-gravity and all that stuff turned on and seeing what it'll do and see if it'll do 6S at that point? I think it's a cool look. It's definitely not going to make drone of the year, but it might be okay in the end. And that's as much of a rating as I can give it. It might be okay in the end. But until next time, remember, it might be okay in the end.